I am right outside Escalante, Utah, getting ready to set out on a 3 to 4 week hike to Escalante, Utah. That's right, I'm doing a big loop this year. Day 1, day 3. Here we go. Day 7, day 9, day 11, day 13, day 15. Let's keep it going. Okay, look in the general direction I'm headed. Headed over here to find some arches, but then eventually headed down here into Fortymile Gulch, Willow Gulch. You can see Dance Hall Rock out there. I'm fortunate it's not too hot this morning, because as you can see, there's no shade to be found. But I'm gonna check out the arches and then I'll be down in the gulch, so all should be fine by then. Okay, I've made it to Sunset Arch. Check that out, that is crazy. I'd hoped to be here at sunset last night, but it didn't happen. Wow, what a great looking arch. It's my first time here. Sunset Arch. Still can't touch. Pretty cool spot. Looking back to Sunset Arch, and now we are at Moonrise Arch. These deep lavender, purple bushes are everywhere. They're so beautiful. Wow, this one's like a tree. It's like as tall as I am. I see our next arch up there. It's a cool one. We'll be there soon. We are now at Rocket Arch. Check it out. So this arch, along with nearby Passageway Arch, I would not have known about without the great work of Lynn Sessions. So again, thanks to him for all that he did for the community. Oh, the wind. And the other side of Rocket Arch. Here we're going to head south towards that slick rock over there. That is Fortymile Gulch. So we're going to get into it and go down the canyon and then back up Willow Gulch. All right, let's do it. I unfortunately strayed from my intended route. I've ended up on the wrong side of this little side canyon. I'm not sure there's an easy way in from this side. Doing my research, I wanted to be over there because there's a weakness. You can see wildlife trails going down. I'm gonna go down a little more and see if I find a way, but if not, I'm gonna have to go back up and circumvent this drainage. Yep, it's a hanging valley. There's no way down there. I need to be over there where I have marked on my map. See all those tracks. Ah, darn it. Even though I need to go that way, first I'm gonna have to go all the way back and around. Okay, let's do it. I think I came across a den of cougars. Can't tell. One little baby took off. There's another one still in there. Just see its ears. About an hour later, I'm across the canyon at my drop-in place. That's where I was a while ago. Went all the way around, and now I'm on the right rim. Should be able to find my way down here into the canyon proper. Fortymile Gulch. Okay, down in on the canyon floor now. So now let's head down and get into the main part of the canyon. Some big walls. Okay, I came up into this alcove where there's some cool rock art. Let's see what we can see. I think this guy's my favorite. You've heard of Edward Scissorhands, right? Well, this is Edwin Rakehands, his long-lost cousin, and the whole family. Not really, of course. I'm just getting silly when I'm tired. There's lots of... 2 more figures there, though they're pretty faded. It's what's left of an old granary. What I love about this place is you can still see the fingerprints where they've pressed the mud in to make the mortar. Probably likely there was a series of them here, but the others are gone. A few more glyphs. There's really not too much at this site, but it's cool nonetheless. I'm at the little waterfall in Fortymile Gulch. The waterfall's back in this cave. Seems to be less water this year here, kind of like Coyote Gulch. I've seen photos of times where this is a huge, deep pool. And now I can walk all the way back here. It's already a good canyon. Just getting started. Evidence you do not want to be here during a flash flood. That much water in this canyon would be crazy. I would love to see it, but I would not want to be here, if that makes sense. All right, still going down the canyon. Well, we've reached the narrowest narrows, and there could be some deep pools in there, so I really didn't want to go through those tonight. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any great camping spots. I seem to remember that there was one before above the Narrows, but man, I didn't see any. So we're gonna go back and take another look and see what we can find. All right, let's go back. Hey, Mr. Frogger, you climbing that wall? How are you climbing that wall so well? All right, Mr. Frogger, you have a good night. We have to get back up this canyon, try to find a place to camp. Well, it's pretty cramped quarters up in this brush, but it's up on a bench, and I made it work. Okay, that's it for now. Signing off, day 16. Okay, morning of day 17. We are back walking down the canyon. Didn't have to backtrack too much last night to find a campsite, so we will soon be to the Narrows. Okay, here we go. This is a good set of Narrows right here, but this is not the Narrows section of the canyon where we're likely to encounter some deep pools. Okay, we are back to the narrowest part of the canyon. I'm actually going to go ahead without all my gear first, just to check it out, to see where the deep pools are and any tough climbs, just to make sure there's no surprises. Okay, let's do that, and then we'll do it again. No surprises yet, but we're coming to the chalk stone. This is going to be the problem spot. Oh, I wish I knew how deep that was. The problem is I really don't want to do this climb twice. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did it. Pool's not too deep. Just really hard getting down over the chalk stone. The thing is, the way you have to go down, you have to get right in the water. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try this last night. That would have been bad. It would have been hard, and then I would have been rushed. And yeah, there's a good chance I'm going to be pretty wet before this is all over. In a lot of ways, this canyon is best done as a day hike or as an overnighter with a base camp, and then you don't bring your gear through this section. But that wasn't possible this time, so we're doing it with all our gear. Okay, speaking of which, we're back to it. Oh boy! Okay, here we go. Woo! Enough of the bag. Going down the canyon. Hiking across Utah. Love it. Go. I think that's going to be our toughest obstacle. There might be some deep pools, but hopefully no climbing involved. crawdads are back. Actually, I guess they never left. I'm back to see the crawdads again. Check them out. So one while ago was big, it looked like a lobster. These guys are a landwalker. They're just so thick through here. What an awesome canyon, look at that. Mr. Frog, how you doing? This guy's tiny. How's life these days? Are you in the market? What do you think? Bye. There are a lot of deer tracks in this part of the canyon. I'm surprised they come this far up into the Narrows. I'm climbing up to this alcove in the lower end of Fortymile Gulch. It's kind of cool to get a new perspective of the canyon up here high. Okay, let's go check out the undercut. Nothing particularly interesting up here, just the view, which is really terrific. So we just came down Fortymile, which is this canyon. This is Willow Gulch this way, where we'll eventually go. First we're going to take a side diversion and head down canyon for a little ways. All right, let's do it. Nice little dripping wall. Okay, this is the reason for the diversion down the canyon. Shower time. Oh, feels good. And now to the other side. Life is good. Got a long ways to hike though. Okay, I'm back with my pack, all my gear, and headed up Willow Canyon. Good canyon. Here begins the corridor that's notoriously deep and a pool right at the top. So I'm gonna, again, do it without the gear to see what I'm in for. All right, here we go. Well, it's already deeper than 40. What's tricky is there's so much silt at the bottom. I'm just sinking. I'm trying to make sure my boots don't get stuck. Probably over a foot of silt. Oh my God. The silt is almost up to my knee. So crazy. God, there's just no firm ground. Luckily, it's not very sticky. Not that sticky mud. Yeah, swimming and floating would actually be easier, I think. Oh, it's still going. I can hear the little rapid ahead, so that means fairly close to the end. Oh. Just afraid it could get worse before we get there. Yeah, at this point I'm thinking changing the shoes. Or taking the shoes off, I should say. And floating the pack. You know, since I had such great success with that last year. Okay, I'm getting close. It's a nice way to cool down in this warm afternoon. Oh, it's getting shallow. Hey, check this out. Okay, not too shabby. Headed back to get the pack to do it for real. Having Eardley Canyon flashbacks. I think I've learned my lessons. We will see. Here we go. So my lessons learned. Rig up the camera, don't try to hold it. Make sure the pack is stable and balanced. If there's any doubt, stop and fix it. What an adventure. Okay, not bad. That's the way I like it. No drama when I have to float the pack. The bottom of my pack did get pretty wet though, so I'm glad I did have the dry bag for my essential gear. Good stuff. Have more nice canyon to explore. Let's go. Canyon is so different this year. The water is murky and there's not nearly as many crawdads. In fact, I haven't seen any in Willow. But this is the spot that I was here 4 years ago, and this was just full of them, just like a tank full of crawdads. And that hole last time wasn't very deep at all. That's too bad. It's a dead Great Basin gopher snake. It's the first dead one I've ever seen. Let's look at these ferns. It's so amazing. Do I say amazing too much? Maybe, but it's a pretty amazing area, so there's that. Tell you what's not different from last time I was here. This ground is so slick to walk on. I just feel like I'm walking on ice. It's tricky. Leave no trace, people. Even if it's organic, you don't just throw it out for others to see. You could bury that, but yeah, don't just throw it out. We have reached Broken Bow Arch. We're gonna go up and get a much better look at it from behind and then later in front. Here we go. Okay, so how's that for a better view? It's such a great arch. It's really one of my favorites, I think. It's so big. I'm in wide angle mode right now and I can barely get it in. Broken Bow Arch. Day 17. Let's go. Okay, still headed up Willow Wash. It went dry. I'm in the upper portion now that not many people see. It can be used as an alternate down to lower Willow Wash, but yeah, not many people come this way. It's longer. So yeah, still going. The pack is heavy since it dried up. I filled up back at the last spring and put almost a gallon of water in my pack because I'm not sure that I'll get to water again tonight before I camp. I'm gonna take this up a ways and then try to get out a side drainage and then cut over to 50-Mile Canyon or 50-Mile Gulch. So that's the agenda. All right, let's keep it going. Going through sideways now. Oh. Man, it's getting skinnier too. Well, this is my planned exit canyon. It's not going too well. Part down there was so skinny I could barely squeeze through. And I'm just scouting this without the pack, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I mean, I could do it. It's just going to be too tough. There's an easier long way around, but it's kind of fun to explore and see what's here. Check this out. This is the next little skinny crack and dry fall. Pretty sure I can get up that. I'm curious to see what's around the corner. But yeah, just coming through this bottom section. Still see my trekking poles down there. It was enough of an effort that I don't want to try to do it with a big pack. It would scuff and tear up my new pack so bad. All right, let's climb up here and see what's up there. Okay, up the big climb. There's a massive pothole here, but it looks like the canyon opens up a little. The walls here have those little granules like Spooky Gulch. Spooky Slot Canyon. Makes it rough on your body when you have to push your way through. It's becoming a skinny slot. Wow. Skinny and skinnier she goes. Oh. And a chalk stone with a climb. Okay, I don't feel like doing that. Definitely looks climbable though. It's narrow enough there you can chimney over it. The canyon above it looks to widen up a little bit. All right, that's it for now. Let's get back to our gear and go up and out the long way, just to keep her moving. All right, let's go. Okay, free of the slot. You know, I'm kind of a big guy, 6'2", 200 and some pounds. Yeah, I'm not made for those skinny slots. Whew. That's a lot of work, and there were several spots I was back to chest, just kind of like pushing my way through. Whew. All right, let's keep her going. Okay, climbed out of the canyon and now going south over these hills. Oh, hey, look at that. It's Mr. Shadow. Little Mr. Shadow. How you doing, buddy? Hey there. Okay, we're climbing up here. Tell you what, you take that side, I'll take this side. We'll see which way is best. Quite the landscape out there. See a long ways now that I'm up on the ridge. Okay, and this is the way we're headed south. Okay, found a spot I'm going to make home for tonight, and yeah, that is it for day 17. Checking out for now. Cool spot here. Narrows that are kind of dark. Mr. Al, I need to come through here. Come on, bud.